Aren't these the old Fulrod ruins?
Strife wanted something with
Fulrod?
enough room to build out a camp. This fits the bill.
You mean
Except
Jacob's
for all the more.
house? All right. Taenor's journal. Oros still isn't home. I shouldn't have let him go when he said he'd take the relic deeper into the forest to deal with it. I have to go after him, and I'm taking Gus. Oros and Gus are always inseparable, and Oros always said that Gus was the best tracker he knew. Gus will find the trail. There is a crudely drawn map of the forest showing where Trainor intends to search.
Veil jumpers are in
Is
trouble.
this like a
They'd
dog?
use our help if we can find them. This map is a good start.
If this is a dog, I'm finding it. I'm sniffing it out.
This is where Taenor was headed. There's blight here. She didn't mention that.
Could be new. Blight spreads fast.
Oh, sorry, look. To whomever finds this, it was as I suspected. The relic we were sent after was blighted, or it had some connection to the blight. The corruption was on me before I knew it. I'm glad I sent Taenor home. I cannot let the blight spread. I will find some way to destroy this thing if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, not good. That relic ended up blighting Oros.
Destroy the blight boils.
Oros. He didn't make
Aww.
it. But it
Hey, leave him
seems
alone.
he managed to destroy the relic. Taenor and Gus must be out here somewhere. We'll keep looking. Darkspawn. Wait,
Why did
I
Taenor?
think that's Taenor.
Oh my god.
Damn it!
Why has he got me like this? Oh, why am I jumping over a tree?
I'm so sorry, Taenor.
Oh,
You
Taenor.
didn't deserve this.
Hey,
One
Nug.
more veil jumper to find.
Is he the
Tracker
tracker?
Gus. Let's hope we can still save him.
Or is he just there?
A collar? This says Gus.
Guys.
Wait. The tracker Taenor talked about was a nug. Oros's companion nug.
No.
Let's get you home, little one.
Are we picking him up?
I hope Taenor is all right. I haven't seen her in days.
Oh, girl.
'Tis true. The gods' workings project elements of the worst kind of blood magic.
And what do you know about blood magic? Witch of the Wilds?
Enough to be wary of it. 'Tis addictive and dangerous when wielded by mortals, and likely leads to disaster when wielded by gods.
So you
Truth.
say.
And Ireland is like, so like, I'm not sure about you. Get in there, little guy.
That's
Oh
Gus.
my
I
god.
wondered where he was. Haven't seen Oros or Taenor in a while either.
I'm sorry. Gus was the only one I could save.
Oh, creators have mercy. Poor Gus. Do you think he understands? I suppose I'll look after him now.
Oh my
Oros
god.
wouldn't want him to be lonely.
Good.
Thank you, Rook.
Close up this gate. We gotta let him keep him in there. He's too cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, we all know why we're here, right? Make sure that the artifacts we calmed stay calmed. We know. This should be easy. Yanarl, you and Strife take the first set. Irlin and Hamuel take the second. Rook and I will handle the rest.
I can just imagine, Jacob, you're like, you picked me? That's how you probably said it. What do I do?
I'm still a little confused about what I'm supposed to be doing.
Oh, of course you are. Sorry, sometimes
What do
I
you mean, of
forget not everyone spends all their time studying ancient elven artifacts.
Yeah, I'm
We're
pretty
going to
pretty
check
quick.
The crystal alignment, fade connection, and the lyrium reserves.
So they're like
Has
IT.
alignment ever been a problem? Even once? It's not worth the risk. Even if it's only off by a little bit, we know what happens. Happened once. and we can't even be sure the crystal alignment was why. Look, I know what you're saying, but maybe if
We check it every single time.
I'm sorry. You're right, I just... Sorry.
Forget it.
Why are we so upset? Like, dude, but also why is she like not wanting to do her job? Okay then.
All right, go team.
It's my fault, really. I'm sorry, Ballara.
Let's go. We want to get back quickly.
Of course. See you soon.
What's going on? There's some drama here, I think. I'm not sure.
So, what was
Yeah,
all that
I was
about?
gonna say, so what was that?
What was what all about?
That tension seemed pretty heavy.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Were they the ones that were together? Hmm.
Here we are, the artifact vault. Or one of them, at least.
Looks like it's seen better days.
Repairing reality doesn't leave a lot of time for repairing walls.
Ah, jeez! That's the most precious artifact here.
Okay, see those 2 power crystals? The ones that aren't glowing? There should be a couple of replacements, charged ones in the room. If you
There are.
grab them, I'll make sure the artifact stays calmed.
We need better guidance around artifact retrieval. No clear direction on what to do when you find one and how you tell if it's safe. Lots of new people means lots of risk. Bellara has some suggestions. Given her history, she's motivated to make this all safer. Suggest we convene and talk about her proposals. Given her... What do you mean by that?
And there we go.
So it's calmed now?
Should be, and it'll stay that way for a while. And in the meantime, it won't tear open reality. Okay, let's keep going.
Woo!
Sure. Sounds good. So it's nice out, at least.
Why
You
is this
know,
awkward?
Ignoring that reality itself is paper thin here.
Hard to ignore that.
Right. So what did this artifact do? Before it was calmed, I mean.
It would
What
bring
the hell?
flaming rocks down all
I didn't even realize.
every 30 minutes.
What the hell?
And for some reason, you'd hear chanting while it did it. Not sure what that was about.
Yeah, these poor people got treeified so bad.
Okay, reserves replaced, which means there. Everything's looking good. Thank you, by the way, for helping out.
Of course.
You have better things to do. I know.
This is important too.
We're keeping reality intact. That feels pretty important.
Right. Good point. Okay?
I'm
one
pretty
more to
smart.
go. You? Well, we're helping lots of people everywhere. I like that.
Yeah, it's kind of sick. It's kind of my thing, helping people. I'm a Grey Warden after all.
So how do you calm an artifact anyway?
You have to cut it off from its power source, but carefully. Some of them like to try and blow up when you do it. There. Done.
The
You
hell?
okay?
What's going on?
Oh, I'm fine. Or will be. It takes a lot out of you, all those little magic bits. Not hard, just exhausting. But it needs to be done, and done right.
I respect that.
Yeah, keeping reality from falling apart is important. But other veil jumpers can do this, why not let them?
Because maybe then I can make up for it.
Make up for what?
For not being good enough when it counted. I'm sorry, I can't. Not right now.
Girl, she's got some trauma.
Ballara, I'm,
My brother.
Oh.
What?
There. You asked me why I did this. Why I put myself out here. For him. For my brother. Wherever he is.
I thought that was gonna be a romance. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up.
It's okay. Well, no, it's not okay. But not because of you. Syrian. That was his name. We were the same, you know? In a lot of ways. We wanted to learn everything. About Elvenon, the magic, the people, all of it. We heard about the Notisterthalin, figured it had the answers, or some of them. Then Arlathan started going wrong. I joined the Veil Jumpers to help people. And he kept looking, kept putting himself in danger. It should have been safe. I know, I checked that artifact 3 times. I guess it should have been 4. Artifact started pulsing. He was too close. I couldn't find my way in. They called him a hero. Wanted to make a statue. They thought it would make it all okay.
Never does.
You loved him. They loved the idea of him.
They never knew him. Not really. Didn't know why he did what he did. Syrian, he felt responsible. For our people. For me. My little brother. He thought he needed to take care of me. He called me Vora Shivan. Hummingbird. In Elven.
Aww.
Said it was because I could never sit still. But he loved me for it. Said it kept him thinking. Trying to keep up. And he helped me too. He kept me focused. Anchored. And now he's gone. Because I wasn't good enough.
It's not your fault. You have to know that.
Then why does it feel like it was?
You lost someone important. Guilt's part of that. But if you don't learn to get past it, you'll drown.
I wish it were that easy. I've tried. Told myself I couldn't have done anything, and my head believes it. But my heart doesn't. So I try to make up for it. Honor him. Learn about our people. Find the truth. Maybe when I do, I'll feel it.
Feel what?
That he forgives me.
My
And that I
goodness.
deserve it. We should head back. Rook. Thank you. For being here.
Aw, she's taller than me. That's crazy. That was sad. She really blames herself for that, all that. It's not her fault. It's like magic that just like can't be controlled. Ballara, it was good to see you. Felt a bit like old times, you know? Just going out there and doing the work instead of worrying about everything else that's happening right now. I know things are a little weird, and I know that some of this isn't really my business to say. Even when we were together... Oh! it's Ireland and Ballara that are together. Oh, okay. Okay. I know things that are a little weird, and I know that some of this isn't really my business to say, even when we were together, but I'm going to say it. You have to stop beating yourself up over what happened with Syrian. I know you think you're the one person who can fix anything, but you can't. No one can. You're a friend, Ballara, and I still care about you, so give yourself a break. Carolyn. A new missive. my first one, and it's an update on Gus. Dear Rook, thank you again for figuring out what happened to Tainor and Oros. Gus is adjusting to life without them, I think, eating well, and me and the other Veil Jumpers play with him when we can. He still screams if I try to remove Oros's old backpack from his hutch. You ever heard a Nug scream? It's bone-chilling. Things have been terrible lately, but having Gus around helps me get through it. He really does put a smile on everyone's faces. Thank you again for bringing him home. Gus is so cool. My god, that's the best update I could ever possibly imagine. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to them.
A sharp eye, a quick mind, and luck. That's most of the job.
So, do you think I could become one? An investigator?
It takes a certain amount of focus, too.
Oh, okay, well, maybe not then. I still can't believe it. I'm talking to the Neve Gallus.
And that's sweet, but I don't need the flattery.
Right, just a person I'll try to remember.
Rook, here to join us?
I see you're making friends.
I'm glad to see you're making friends, Ballara.
Oh, definitely. Nev's, well, Neve, she's been just so kind.
Ballara had more questions about my work. She can be quite persuasive.
Cute.
It all sounds so exciting. The things you've done, the people you've helped.
Those are the ones that go well. You don't hear about the rest. Everyone wants a scandal. Or a happy ending.
Or both, like the time you told the Marquis to—
Hold on. I don't think Rook's interested in that story.
I love scandal.
Rook's a little interested.
Look, I'd love to, honest. But that story needs the right atmosphere. After dark over bad coffee. Or expensive
I don't like how
wine.
much she likes
Take a
coffee.
hit.
Speaking of, what's the situation with cooking exactly? Are we on a rotation or what? I can help out. I'm a pretty good cook, with some things at least. Well, most of the time. Sometimes I get distracted and things burn.
I have to go. Leave Neve and Ballara to finish the conversation without you? Why would I ever do that? Why would I ever do that? What would I do? What would I do? It's kind of free for him.
There's no official rotation. Everyone just makes extra food when they get hungry.
Do you mostly cook Dalish foods? I haven't had a chance to try many.
Sometimes. Not a lot of options when you're out in the forest.
True.
But I've learned a lot of different cooking styles. And Teven, Rivani. Oh, I even learned how to make Tevinter Khachapuri.
Wait, real khachapuri? The hollowed out bread? 3 kinds of cheese? I love khachapuri.
Oh, that sounds good.
What about you, Rook? What are you craving?
Why would I want to leave? What the heck? Let's do Khachapuri.
Cheese and bread were the only words I needed to hear.
So true.
You have no idea.
It's good with the right cheese, which can be
I
hard
love
to
this.
find out in the forest.
Well, we'll have to see what we can find you. You should have an assistant, someone to make sure it doesn't burn. See if it tastes right. That sort of thing.
Neve Gallus, helping me cook?
Again, the flattery is...
Right, just a person. Got it.
Great. Now, let's see what we can scrounge up.
Oh man, let's go make some food. Making food with the baddies. Neatly written grocery list. A list in Lucanis's handwriting. Fresh eggs, smoked ham, smoked trout, onions, garlic, carrots, new potatoes, cheese for grating, soft cheese for pairing with fruit, peaches if they aren't from Orlais, walnuts if I can find any, 2 good reds, and a bottle of port. Oh my god. Oh, this is the little kitchen. Oh yeah, it's so cute. I can talk to him.
You know, we have more comfortable rooms and basically infinite space, so why,
Why does the trained assassin prefer a quiet, unassuming spot with good choke points?
Guess you just answered that question.
Besides, I'm closer to the coffee.
Why is he me? What is going on?
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right?
I'm not checking on him every day.
Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual
Yeah.
site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
It hurt Harding somehow.
I have. Plenty. Ever since it hurt Harding.
He's realizing.
Remember that story I told you?
Yeah.
About me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall?
Yeah, I know.
On our expedition to the deep roads. That's what we found. That's what my brother tried to kill us for.
Yeah.
An idol made of red lyrium. That sang a song which drove anyone who heard it mad.
Yeah.
You sure it's the same thing?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No, but we're having some realizations here, Harding. Which Harding am I talking to? That's a bit much. You're looking better.
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Let's do it.
Let's see who's in our corner.
Alrighty. Alright. Ooh. This place is so cool. Oh yeah.
The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
It's salt in the wound. And that is my purview.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Teia. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
Is that out of character?
Neither of you strike me as the bloodthirsty sort.
Our shared enemies deserve our worst.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord butchered Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
The occupation was too easy.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Interesting.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information. Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
Tell me about him.
Butcher Dathrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
The gods care about taking Treviso?
The butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antam.
But Antam distrust magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests, their own people.
Amen, brother.
You're in charge? Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
How can I help?
Helping the crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the butcher was hiding.
He was in the
Dareth
Drum
Shiro.
district, so that's a place to start. Find our crow and help with his contract.
Find your crow. Then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Okie dokie.
I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
Ah yes, Jacobus. Thank God for Jacobus.
There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
Oh, Jacobus!
Don't worry, Teia and Viago sent us.
You're with Lucanis? Yes! Kill them! Kill the Anton!
Yeah, I'm with Lucanis.
They killed Darren! They killed my cousin!
He sounds like the most American man I've ever seen.
Got them!
Wow, they've been gutted, man.
Please,
boy.
you have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then, someone has to finish this for
Can I say whoever animated this boy definitely animated people in Dragon Age Origins?
Aerith, please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
We will.
I will, just give me a minute.
Oh. Oh. Dareth, your lead panned out. We've more shadow work for you. The contract is in the usual place across from Teia and Viago. Just follow the marks.
That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teia and Viago. Just follow the marks.
There will be a trail of marks left by previous crows. It will lead us right to it.
I saw something like that on a wall we passed earlier.
Let's go look.
Blue pots. Blue pot alert. I didn't know that they existed. The Butcher of Treviso has employed a prisoner who manufactures kamek. The recipient of this contract, Dareth, is charged with finding this kamek master in the garrison and ending him. The recipient is also to deal with the traitor who allowed the Antam into the city should this person become known. Should the recipient fall, their next of kin may claim this contract.
The butcher is making poison. Kamek.
The poison that destroys your mind? That comic?
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Antam brought in a Kamek master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further.
True. That's a bit crazy.
Those who do not obey have no role. They do not exist. Choose to exist.
see. I never thought I'd see the day.
We're in.
It's just
Let's
crazy.
find the comic master.
I'm like talking like I'm like 85 years old, and I say like my country changing. Like,
Crows fight us for Treviso, that is true. We respect the fight and the prize.
it's just like so blown. I'm like, my mind.
I can smell you, an outsider. Time to test my gift.
Guys. He can smell us. Let's do it.
What the butcher denied has come to me. Prove my word.
I'm here on behalf of the crows, poisoner.
Poison. You face the gift of the gods.
Oh god, I'm in it. This guy is like horrible for this moment. I can't see. This guy sucks. There's Gialog over here. I just can't. He's like over. Come here. Oh.
We'll ask questions after it's dead.
Oh, that does some damage.
Keep at it. We can't let this thing out.
I'm hitting his crotch. Good.
It's done. The comic master's dead. Good. That's good. First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here.
Journal page in a shaky hand. The butcher rages. Someone has stolen the kamek I made for him. I do not know who took it, nor it is my concern. I told him to have the human who betrayed the city investigate the matter. The butcher was not pleased, locked me in here and said I was changed. Let him find another kamek master. I have fulfilled my role. The gods grant me another as a reaver of flesh.
Wait. This note says that wasn't all the comic. The butcher's angry because some went missing.
What? Who stole it?
No idea. But the note does mention the butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Teia and Viago need to know they were right.
I told you crows to stay out of this!
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place!
Circus criminals. Politician, I presume.
You're responsible for the city?
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
Yeah.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the butcher.
He isn't our only enemy.
We have other enemies too. The gods are involved, corrupting some Antam, making them monsters.
And the butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
True.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
You're accusing them? One of their crows died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
Why no? I know a little gold.
We're allies.
Yeah, of course.
I'll help. Evenchi is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
Nope.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
Okay.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.
Elbald. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra.
Okay.
It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while.
Okay. Hey, sounds
the markets
great.
are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here.
Sure.
Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me.
Perhaps.
Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed
Aww.
to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So, you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place.
Some fish? Is this for Nev?
Bellara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
Oh my
The demon
god,
of
cute.
Byzantium is grocery shopping for the team.
That's so
Have you
cute.
seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite. A good selection.
What's this?
Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
That was so cute. Oh my god, I could die. I could literally die. Buy something for Lucanis? Of course I'm buying something for Lucanis. Of course I'm buying something for Lucanis. What are you talking about? Where am I buying? Should we buy? A fish? No, coffee. We have to find some coffee.
Treviso wear my leathers.
You got leather? Let's put them in some nice leathers. Oh.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger?
Yeah.
I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though.
Well, now you have one.
Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
Okay.
That's where we're meeting your cousin. Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Going to a coffee shop. This is incredible.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself.
Oh my god.
They serve a specialty roast here. Andoral's breath.
Andoral's breath.
Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
Perfection.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, Is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information or what?
We're still being spied on.
No, the last one just left. Couldn't take your coffee talk.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
Virantium? To Virantium?
If she was here in Treviso to kill Katerina, she can't be in Virantium already.
Rook's right. Zara's giving you a false lead.
Yeah.
Cousin.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your
True.
eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook,
True.
reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave this to me.
He's right though.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
He's not great at listening.
Your cousin only seems to hear about 1 word in 10.
He's always been this way. He hears what he wants to hear.
Don't look at me before you sip your coffee like that. Oh. Ah! Like a kiss goodbye, huh?
Bitter and sweet, you called that blend? Like a kiss goodbye. So, what would a first kiss be?
Honey and lavender cream. Sweet. Intriguing. And you? How would you describe it?
I might need a reminder is so good. I might need a reminder.
First kisses?
Oh no, this is not what I wanted.
I might need a refresher.
I see. You lead an adventurous life.
No more than you, I'm guessing.
I've always thought that to live truly is to live fully. But even before I was captured, my life was not really my own.
Oh my god.
So much had been determined for me.
All work, no play.
You must have found time for a little trouble along the way. And if you didn't, I can find you some.
Oh, wow.
We'll see. You don't know how much trouble I can handle yet. How's your coffee?
Dark, complex,
oh my
and
god,
intriguing. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so cool. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god, he's so hot. He's got epic dagger. We do have to go back to the lighthouse like right away. I'm sorry to say it. 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 I'm not sorry to say it at all though. What the hell?
I can't believe you found the end to my cereal. The poison was inside the ring.
Glad it worked out.
It did. Well, not for the poison drinker, but he'd murdered the neighbor's cat.
The heck?
So for the cats. Anyway, you and Rook had me worried, but it ended happy.
And when you don't read the sequels, those endings stick.
There's a sequel? Have you read it?
No, but trust me. Tragedy sells in Marathas. More story? Better chance things go sideways.
Wow, guys.
Rook, do you have a minute?
Always.
Of course. Something wrong?
Teia wants to meet.
Well, that doesn't sound like a bad thing.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Teia waiting.
Of course. Oh, I could give him his gift.
For me?
Yeah, for you. A big teapot. I've never been more excited for a funeral.
Good, you're here.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Teia.
Of course.
For Caterina? How could I do otherwise?
I'm always here.
I'm so sorry, Lucanis. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him.
Of course.
I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Teia. This is just too much right now.
If there's anything I can do, just say the word.
You're such a dear.
Aww.
I hope these two are paying attention.
Teia, don't flirt with my colleague.
Jealous? Fine. To business, then. There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Make it help us. Yes, the ashes. Caterina's ashes. From the cremation?
Oh, yes, of course. I'll get them to you right away.
Hilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Caterina, how? How did the Venatori get to her?
Yeah.
When? Where? In the estate? In the city? How did they get past our people? What did they use? Poison? Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
I'm not.
Something ain't right. I was kind of thinking it when we walked into the room. I haven't seen a body yet. Like, what do you mean? Do you think she's not dead?
Dwelling? Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how if I'm going to stop her.
I told you, I'm handling it.
Boys, enough of this. We have other things to discuss.
My apologies, Andrea. Continue without me. I'll get you the ashes.
You okay, Lucanis? Like, that was the...
I'll be fine. Better once we kill Zara Renata. It's him I'm worried about.
Hilario can be a handful. But this? The only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanis died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
Oh, man.
He's been careless at times, but never when his own life was on the line. Zara took down the first Talon. Anyone could be next. And my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Hilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come. I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
I feel bad. Lucanis.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Caterina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious, especially at Hilario, as usual.
She was smart.
She was a smart lady.
She was the best. Of all the Talons, Caterina was the sharpest.
Which makes it even harder to believe this could happen. Nobody could catch her unaware. And now Hilario's got his head in the clouds.
I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Teia.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.